If you're wanting to request Amazon reviews through a messenger bot flow, then keep watching this video because Troy and I are going to show you this new feature with Seller.Tools. So this feature is really going to be best used if you're running a rebate campaign and using maybe a Seller.Tools template where you get them to go through a rebate flow and then you hit them later on after they've bought the product and gotten the rebate, you hit them with a review request message. That's where this is going to be really cool. But if you're not doing that, then that's still fine. You can use this free flow, this free feature, Seller.Tools feature. You can still use it inside your messenger bot. So we'll just show you how. So keep watching this video. So let's go ahead and jump into it, starting with introducing you to Troy. What's up, Troy?
Hey, Ian, glad to be here. Excited to always talk about Amazon reviews. And it's always great, of course, when we can cover it in a ToS-compliant fashion. So excited to be covering this topic today.
Awesome. Me too. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Ian Smith. I run an Amazon marketing agency called Evolve Media. We help a lot of Amazon sellers with running Facebook ads, Google ads, Amazon PPC, building messenger bots, doing email marketing. So if you want to book a free consulting call with me, then head over to evolvemedia.agency. All right. So Troy, go ahead and take over. Show us your screen and show us what's up with this new feature.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one we're really excited about. If you're running messenger bots using ManyChat, very advanced but effective strategy right now. We also know there's been a lot of kind of questions and uncertainty for sellers in this space using these more advanced strategies. And this kind of leads to what I think kind of a sigh of relief, a safe, easy, effective way to automate the request of Amazon reviews. It's kind of, if you had a magic wand, this is what you would come up with. And so me sharing my screen, this is really as simple as this feature and the ability and the power of it. It's really just this easy. So the first thing that we are able to do is utilizing Seller.Tools and the actions within ManyChat is first and foremost, we want to see if a customer is eligible to be sent a review request. So what we do at Seller.Tools is we communicate with Amazon and their API, and this is where it's a white hat ToS-compliant process. We check and see if a review request can be sent. If so, and that review request eligibility is true as a condition, we then pass that customer along in their journey and then have a review request sent to them automatically. And that's all done, again, here within ManyChat, really behind the scenes. There's nothing that we have to message a customer. We don't have to get concerned about the language that we're using, whether it is messenger compliance, so we're thinking about Facebook, or whether it's Amazon compliance and those terms of service. We get to really kind of throw terms of service concerns out the window and say, hey, what's the safest way to do this and effective way to do this completely automated? And so, Ian, too, on the off chance that we see that review request eligibility is not true, we'll come back in here, just add a quick little smart delay. We wait a day, we'll come back in and loop that back. That way we let the machine keep running to see, hey, is this an opportunity to then send that review request to any eligible customers?
Now, a couple of questions that come to mind, how does ManyChat connect their Facebook account with their actual Amazon order? How is that actually working? Do they need their Amazon order ID?
Yeah, so there's a few important connection points here. Now, if you're using Seller.Tools, you've already added in your API key. So let's say you were to manually add this to a flow that you utilize. Now, our free flows have this already included, so you're ready to go. But let's say you're using this brand new feature and setting up your own flows. One connection point will be that API and your API key from Seller.Tools. So that way we can communicate with Amazon while also communicating with ManyChat. And the other piece of information we need, Ian, is that customer's order ID. The way I like to kind of consider that is that's kind of like their key into our flows, because obviously we get all that order and customer data, but that is what Amazon looks for in terms of making this request and saying, okay, is this customer eligible to receive that review request? Cool. We check if that's true or not. Then if so, we then send along that review request as well.
Okay. And as far as the review request, is it an actual Facebook message that they receive in their Facebook Messenger inbox, or is it an email?
Yeah, here's what's really cool. It's an Amazon branded email that will go to that customer. So it looks as if it's coming from Amazon with your product, has 5 stars, not pre-filled, but 5 stars available there as well as a little bit below that in the email. It will also have the opportunity to request product feedback. So we have sellers and other groups, retail arbitrage and otherwise, that are also using this feature because they're saying, wait, TOS compliant coming from Amazon. We don't have customers opting out in the same way that we see with buyer seller messaging. This is like a restart, a refresh of letting Amazon ask your customers for their feedback in the form of a review.
So essentially, in Messenger, it's acting as a trigger to basically check if that person is eligible. And then once true, so it says true and they're eligible to receive, then it triggers that email to be sent out from Amazon and the Seller.Tools platform. So they will receive this review request from Amazon, similar to how they would if they were to go into the Seller.Tools platform, if you were to go into the Seller.Tools platform and turn on the actual review request feature, right?
Right. Yep. This just gives you the control for those, those of us that are spending a lot of time in ManyChat. The ideas start really, really flowing here because we think about, post-purchase potential with inserts and things that we can do with postcards and otherwise, but then also tying this into some of our existing offers if we want continuity in a coupon code offer, a rebate offer, a BOGO offer, being able to really customize this, as you're offering support, let's say in Messenger, and tagging a customer to a flow that will then take them into a review request. So you can also be selective, let's say, with who gets TOS compliant review requests. That amount of control with as powerful of a feature this is, that's really where ManyChat can shine. So you can look at, okay, maybe I want to set up a few features or settings in the Seller.Tools app, but the way I use this in ManyChat may mean, I tag the best customers, or I have my post-purchase really dialed in, and I've got a trigger in place here for those review requests.
Yeah, so this is definitely a flow that you want built out if you've been running a lot of messenger bot type of campaigns that are getting people to either go through a rebate or just a BOGO deal or anything where you're driving your Amazon customers through Messenger. And one thing to actually mention, Troy, is you mentioned a look back period of 60 days. I think it was before we started recording this, but tell me about this whole 60-day look back period.
Yeah, so when we enable this feature, we can go back 60 days in terms of your orders to be able to start requesting reviews. Now, an important thing to keep in mind is Amazon sets the sort of the guardrails, the days with which a review request can be sent, and that's between 5 and 30 days. So there's a few dates to kind of keep in mind there. The 60 days is exciting because as soon as you turn a feature on, you can go back and still take advantage of it and have those same customers, eligible customers, get those review requests. But then as you look ahead, and you'll see this again in the Seller.Tools app, Amazon gives us that range of about 5 to 30 days, which is plenty of time to figure out, okay, in my optimization strategy, when does this make sense based on my product, based on when that customer gets that benefit? And you can kind of tweak it as well. This is where the customization on both the app and in ManyChat can really shine.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely a really cool feature, and Amazon TOS compliant, if we haven't mentioned that yet, but it definitely is something that you need to test around with to try and increase those reviews on your listings. If you need help setting something like this up, or you have any questions about this, feel free to book a free consulting call with me by going to evolvemedia.agency. Again, you're going to need a Seller.Tools account in order to be able to use this, because that's how you're linking ManyChat with your actual Amazon Seller Central account. So you can get a free Seller.Tools account for 14 days, get a 14-day trial. Thank you so much, Troy, for jumping on this video with me and showing everybody this cool new feature that Seller.Tools has. And we'll catch you guys all in the next one.